Hello everyone, it's your girl Asia from the Rant's Fangirl channel. I am back here today making another video. Um, just to give you guys a little heads up. Excuse me. Um, the next two videos that I will be making is a video on why I think Drew and Bianca's relationship is better than Eli and Claire's. Definitely gonna dive deep and explain why I prefer them over Eli and Claire. Then I will be making another video. Excuse me, talking about another iconic love triangle in Degrassi that I feel like no one really gives that much credit to because I really feel like it was. Excuse me, and I feel like it was really like well done. Is the Maya, Miles, and Zig love triangle from season 13? I thought this love triangle was really well done. It was really well written, and I thought everyone did a really good job for what they did in the love triangle. I loved everything about it. But the video, so those are the two videos that I have coming out soon. And after that, it would just be strictly Degrassi couples I cannot stand. So after that, it would just be strictly Degrassi couples I cannot stand. And then after that, my Degrassi content will be wrapped up until future notice. And I will be making more rants about different TV shows. Just want to give you guys a little update of what is to be brought new to my channel. But video that I'm doing today for you guys, I will be discussing the Alex and Paige relationship from Degrassi and why, since I rewatched the show, why I necessarily cannot stand it. I guess I can call it a relationship, even though to me sometimes it never felt like one. But let me just give you all a rundown of the relationship and why I necessarily don't ship it like I used to, why I necessarily don't think they should have been in a relationship. Just I know, like, I want to. Okay, let me just get into it. Alex and Paige were like an unlikely duo. I feel like when Degrassi were first doing something with them, I was all for it. Because, I like the whole opposites attract kind of thing. Paige was like more of a perfectionist. She had her whole life plan. She wanted to go to college. She wanted to do something for her life. Alex was more in that mindset where her life is shit. She doesn't know where she might eat the next day. She doesn't know where she might wake up the next day. Her mother's in a terrible relationship to where sometimes she used to have to tell Paige that just because you make plans, don't think your life is going to turn out the way you want it to be. So Alex was like used as sometimes like a reality check for Paige. Like sometimes you need to wake the fuck up and get into the real world. Like you need to wake up from fucking reality and understand that just because you make plans for the world doesn't mean your plans are going to actually exceed. Because Paige was really big on planning. She planned this, planned that. She made maybe a 5-year plan, things that she wanted to accomplish within her 5 years when she graduated high school. Alex was more like, what's the point of putting in college applications if I don't know if I'm going to get financial aid, if I don't know if I'll even get in or not. She was telling Paige, I might be working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, and you know, I just always liked the different dynamic between Paige and Alex. So off top, I was all for them putting them as a couple because of that different dynamic. And then in season 5 they kissed, and then I guess it became complicated because Paige didn't want it to say she was a lesbian. Paige didn't want to come out and say she was bisexual. Paige didn't want to say she was pansexual. She likes whatever gender. She just dates whoever she dates. And I think because of that, I think it made like Alex very frustrating because to me, I thought at season 5 when their storyline was done, I thought Paige and Alex were a relationship. But then you go into season 6 and you see they weren't a relationship. They didn't become a relationship up until Alex started stripping. And I just feel like with the Paige and Alex storyline, now that I'm older, I really come to terms and really find out that I feel like Paige wasn't bisexual. Paige wasn't gay. Paige wasn't pansexual. Paige wasn't anything. I don't think Paige really liked girls, and I don't really think she liked it Alex. I feel like she did what she did with Alex just to try it for Alex. Like, Alex likes girls, but I don't think Paige did. I just sometimes feel like Paige knew how Alex felt about her, and she sometimes used that, like kissing her and doing all this weird shit, but never wanted to be exclusive with Alex. It just really irritated me because it's like Alex has really shown that she was really all in love, just in love with Paige, all in just for her. And I feel like Paige will either make excuses on why she can't do this, why she can't do that, why she can't do it, why they can't be together. And I just feel like Alex should have just took that and just stopped trying to pursue, because Paige didn't want to say she was bisexual. She kept saying things like, "Oh, her parents already has one gay child. She's supposed to get them grandkids one day, so Alex does not understand the pressure she's under." And I just think that's bullshit. That's an excuse. I just feel like Paige should just been honest with Alex and just been like, "I don't really like girls, and since I like you, I was only trying for you." Because I personally did not think Paige liked it females. I don't think she liked girls, and I definitely don't think she really liked Alex. Not as much as Alex liked her. Like, Alex was head over heels in love with Paige, and I don't think I can say the same thing for Paige. I don't think Paige felt that same way about Alex. I just don't. I just, I really don't. And their relationship always kind of pissed me off because in season 5, I was all for it. Like, I literally shipped the fuck out of it. They were one of those couples who had some of the best chemistry in Degrassi. Like, all their scenes in season 5 definitely gave me, like, really early on in that stage, like, they definitely should be in game. I don't see why they shouldn't be. And I was one of those fans who was like, it always made me mad that Alex and Paige weren't in game. But when I rewatched the show, it made perfect sense why they weren't in game, and I definitely get it. Paige and Alex wouldn't have worked because Paige's mindset is on growing, doing more for herself, trying to keep moving, trying to keep doing more for her life. And Alex is more like stuck in this toxicity bubble. She wants to be in her pain. She wants to be in her hurt. She just wants to be stuck. She didn't want to grow. And I feel like that was kind of the conflict of Alex and Paige constantly butting heads. Paige wanted more, yet Alex wanted to be stuck. She just wanted to be stuck. And I think it pissed her off whenever Paige wanted to grow and keep moving in her life. And Alex might have thought that didn't include her. The thing is, in a relationship, it shouldn't be Paige's job to fix Alex. As her girlfriend, she can help. Only if Alex allows her to help. And I always felt like Alex never allowed Paige to help her. She wanted to do things on her own, which is totally okay. If you don't want my help, you cannot say I didn't try to help you. But I feel like Alex was okay with being stuck. She came from a really shitty life, and I feel like she just wanted to be stuck there. I feel like she didn't want to get out of that toxic fucking bubble. I feel like she was okay with being in that toxicity to where with Paige is like, that's not good enough for me. I don't want to keep being stuck in the hurt, be stuck in the pain, be stuck in the past. I want to grow. I want bigger and better things. I want opportunities, and I'm not going to get that if I'm just stuck in this pain. And I feel like Alex was okay with being stuck. So it just never made sense to me why Alex was so mad at Paige for breaking up with her and kicking her out of the little college dorms they were staying in, and telling her that this isn't going to work. And Paige said the same. I mean, not Paige. Alex said the same thing and said that she was going to live with her aunt in San Francisco because she just need to get away from Toronto. She just need to, grow and keep doing it with her life. And that isn't going to happen if she continues this relationship and keeps staying down here. So I just feel like when Alex and Paige broke up, I feel like part of me really want to say the entire relationship, all the build-up was just a waste of time, because I feel like, to me, they were probably the best written homosexual relationship we ever got on the show. Every other relationship was either I wasn't really feeling it, I didn't care, or it kind of just happened. That's like how every other relationship felt to me. Like, I feel like with Alex and Paige, I liked it. I like how everything kind of happened, like with it being a shock. I like everything about their relationship, how it was written. But as far as them being together, I literally cannot stand Alex and Paige together because, like I said, Alex was stuck. She wanted to be in that pain. She wanted to be hurt, and yet Paige was trying to grow. And I'm just confused on why should Paige get backlash for wanting more of her life when she has a partner who wants to be stuck? Like, eventually you're going to grow apart because you and this person want two different things. Alex didn't want to grow. She didn't want to evolve. She didn't want to manifest. Like, she literally graduated high school, and yet she was just okay with just laying around. She didn't want a job. She didn't want to do anything. She wanted to just live off Paige. And Paige, being in a relationship, is going to get tired of it. She's going to say something, be like, when are you going to get a job? When are you going to pitch in around here? When are you going to do something with your life? Like, it's going to get like that to a place where it's like, she isn't coming off as your girlfriend. Maybe she coming off as your nagging mother. And it's like, yeah, if you ain't gonna go to school, get a fucking job. Isn't that what they always told us? If school isn't for you, get a job. If getting a job isn't for you, then take your ass to school. Period. Paige understood that school wasn't for her, so her ass got a job. Like, I don't get it. Alex, you've been out of school for damn near a year. You ain't got no job, no nothing. And you think you just finna you think you're not finna pitch in? You finna live rent free, run up this water bill, run up this heat bill, run up this AC, Wi-Fi, and eat all these groceries out the fridge, and you ain't gonna get no job to pitch in to put all that shit back where it was? That just don't make sense. That's not how the real world works. If you are a roommate or whatever living with me, you're gonna pitch in. You're gonna get a job. You're gonna get a job that helps you pay rent. Period. That's how it should be when you're living with someone. Just like with Paige, Ellie, and Marco all living in that dorm, they all had to have jobs to pay the rent for the dorm. Period. Not only did they have school, but when they didn't have school on the weekends, if if they did school from home, they had jobs. Alex didn't have a job. She was just living off of them. So I just feel like their relationship was just a waste of time. And because of that, they just one of those relationships I cannot stand because it's like they were never ever to get anything right. And their relationship is just so filled with so much complications that I feel like they never were together because of everything always being complicated. Once a relationship feel like that, it's like, is it really much of a relationship? Was it ever much of a relationship? To me, in my opinion, I don't think so. Paige and Alex were always in a complicated space, in a complicated time, a rock and a hard place where I feel like they were never in a relationship. Like I said, I thought in season 5 they were in a relationship after they episodes, but turns out they weren't. I think they were still trying to figure things out, which is okay. We get to season 6, they're still trying to figure things out. Paige is in college, Alex is still in school, and they're trying to figure everything out. And Alex is finna get evicted from her home, so she had to start shipping to make money for her mom. Her mom used it to get the boyfriend out, and that's when Paige and Alex officially got together. You get to season 7, and they're in the absolute worst space they ever been, ever. Alex is okay with being stuck. She's completely toxic, making it seem like it's all Paige's fault. Paige tried to make it work with Alex. She tried to help her. She didn't want it. That led to their breakup. I just feel like, when did it become a time in relationships where you should be crucified for giving up? If you try with your partner, try to be there for them, and they kept pushing you away, and they kept making excuses. As a human being, you're going to get tired. You're going to reach that time where you just say, fuck it. And Paige said, fuck it. And Alex tried to make it seem like it was her fault for saying fucking it, because she felt like she gave up. You made me give up. You made me stop caring, because when I was trying to help you, you didn't want my help. Now that I'm no longer helping you, you want my help. That is not how it should be. If I'm being your partner, I'm giving you my hand, I'm helping you, I'm leading you the fucking way, why would you shut me the fuck down? But now that I'm giving you this ultimatum where you gotta get the fuck out of here, now you want my help? No, man, fuck that. Fuck that. Alex didn't want Paige help. Alex was okay with being toxic, still being in that bubble where she wants to hurt, where she wants to feel pain. And if that's the case, that ain't never gonna work for her and her Paige. Wasn't gonna work because, like I said, Alex was okay with being stuck while Paige is her mindset is on growing, evolving, manifesting, wanting more for her life. And she ain't gonna get that if she's with a partner who's gonna also make her feel stuck. So the ultimatum is that they gotta break up. They can't be together because they're not compatible and they just never gonna work. It's as simple as that. It's just never gonna work the fuck out. It's just never gonna work. Like Alex and Paige relationship kind of remind me of Miles and Tristan a little bit, and I said it because because the storylines to me kind of happened like the same way, you know. Paige was always dating guys, and Miles was always dating girls, and then one day they just end up kissing the same sex, and it just made everything confusing. And I feel the same way I feel about Paige when it comes, like the same way I feel about Miles. I don't think Miles was really bisexual. I feel like since Tristan really liked him, he was like, willing to date Tristan. But I feel like out of all Miles' relationships, he really did Tristan dirty as fuck to me. Whereas, like, there's no way in hell he loved him. There's no way in hell he cared for him. Because he hurt Tristan so many fucking times where it was just like, damn, what the fuck? I feel like with the storylines with Paige and Miles, they're somewhat the same and then somewhat not. Because I feel like Paige definitely had feelings for Alex when they kissed. I definitely feel like she was feeling something for her to where when they kissed, it wasn't weird. With Miles and Tristan, it kind of just happened. Had they would have done something and explored that maybe Miles can be bisexual, like if they would have done something to explore that side before he just randomly kissed Tristan, I've been totally okay with it. But to make him date Tristan, right, and then he just gets into a relationship with Zoe, made me feel like he just was dating Tristan because him and Tristan kissed, and he grew to like him. You feel me? So it just was like, I don't know. To me, I don't really feel like Miles is really bisexual, and I feel like same thing with him and Tristan's relationship. It was always up, down, all around because it just didn't work. Like I said, Miles was always hurting Tristan, and Tristan always had to deal with that hurt. And then Tristan wasn't allowed to say how much Miles hurt him. I don't know. Like I said, the gay storylines in the Degrassi sometimes can be really written in a way where it's like, how do you expect me to ship this? That's why I said that Paige and Alex might be the only gay relationship in Degrassi that I ever really like shipped and actually wanted to like see how it would end. Like I didn't like Zoe and what is this girl name? Zoe and Grace relationship, whatever they want to call it, build up, was just really written wrong, and I could talk about that just a little bit. I feel like Degrassi really forgot what the storyline was season 14 when they wrote Next Class. Because if you ask me season 14, I definitely feel like I definitely feel like Grace was gay. Because why was she so upset and pissed that Zoe wanted to hang out with her boyfriend? Why did she care so much? And Zoe was obviously with Miles for a cover to not, so Grace wouldn't see that she was gay and that she was into her. But Zoe didn't hide it. Zoe definitely was in love with Grace. And then Zoe kissed Grace on the beach and told her, don't mention anything, don't say anything until we go back to school and talk about it. And I definitely feel like Grace felt the same way. We get to Degrassi Next Class, there's no talk of the kiss on the beach. There's no talk of nothing. They just make it seem like they in a relationship or they just been talking. Like, Zoe was the first one that Grace told that she had a lung disease thing, that her lungs were bad. So to me, it just made me feel like, Grace, if you weren't gay, why would you go the whole way with a girl, like kissing and then having sex with her, and then you wait until the day after you took she didn't take her virginity, but you wait after. Basically, that was her first time ever doing it with a girl. You waited until all of that to say that you didn't like it and that you tried for her. What? See, that's what I'm saying. That don't make sense because me personally, I can never sleep with a girl and say, I just tried it for fun. No. If I'm doing anything with a girl, it's because I'm interested in a girl. It's because I want to know what that would be like. Why would I just do that for fun and then say that's not what I'm into? That don't even make sense. Why would I go down on a girl? Why would I do anything with a girl if some part of me didn't like girls? Did that make sense to anyone? Don't make sense to anybody. So it's like make it make sense, Degrassi writers. Mm. They gay storylines never really seem to succeed because they kind of wrote them not great. But as far as Paige and Alex are concerned, this is a relationship that really could have been better, real written. But as time grew, it became a relationship that I completely can't stand because it has nothing to do with Paige or Alex. They're both characters that I absolutely love with all my heart. Just I feel like they were two people who were in two different headspaces who wanted two different things, and that never was going to work because one wanted to grow while one wanted to be stuck. So as time grew over time, I just got over it. I got over them being a couple. I didn't want them to be together anymore. I didn't give a fuck about the relationship. Because at this time, I want them to break up. I wanted them to be done because what's the point of being with someone if all of it is just toxic, like y'all not compatible anymore? It's just a waste of time. So that's just how I feel. So that's just my rant. I didn't really go too hard because, like I said, even though their relationship I can't stand, it wasn't a relationship that completely pissed me off because I did like Paige and Alex. But as time grew on, they are a relationship that I think is just a waste of time. Really, for real, for real. Like, it's a waste of time, for real. So, yeah, I'm going to catch y'all on my other two videos that I make. And I should be out with another couple video that I can't stand for Degrassi. Till next time, I'm going to see y'all.